It started with a joke. What if we lived like it was the 1940s for a month? We laughed when we said it. The idea sounded crazy. No phones, no streaming, no takeout. Just ration books, radio, and home-cooked meals. But the more we thought about it, the more it made sense. We were burnout, tired of constant notifications, endless subscriptions, and money slipping through our fingers. Every month, we'd ask the same question. Where did all our money go? Rent was up. Groceries were insane. Even our cheap entertainment felt expensive. We needed a break from tech, from spending, from noise. So we made a plan. For 1 month, we would live like it was the 1940s. Not as a game, but as a serious test. Could we save money by stepping back in time? What happened next shocked us. We didn't just save over $5,500. We found peace, purpose, and something we didn't even know we were missing. The decision, why go back in time? We didn't wake up one day dreaming about the 1940s. It started with a feeling, a deep tiredness from modern life. We were spending more than ever, but feeling less happy. Subscriptions, online shopping, constant phone use, it all added up. Not just in money, but in stress. Every day felt busy, but also kind of empty. One evening, after yet another food delivery and doom scrolling session, we asked ourselves, what if we stopped all this? That's when the idea of going back to a simpler time popped up. The 1940s weren't easy. There was war, rationing, and real hardship. But people made things last. They cooked at home. They lived slower, with less. They didn't have choice overload or 24/7 ads telling them to buy more. With prices going up everywhere, rent, gas, even eggs, we wanted to try something radical. Not to copy the 1940s exactly, but to borrow their mindset. Could living with less give us more? More savings, more peace, more meaning? We decided to find out. Before we started, we had to understand what the 1940s were really like. It wasn't just vintage clothes and old music.
It was wartime.
People lived with limits, and they made it work. There were food rations, fuel shortages, and fabric restrictions. But instead of complaining, people got creative. Families grew their own food in victory gardens. They mended clothes instead of buying new ones. They cooked simple meals from scratch. Entertainment was low cost. Radio, books, playing cards, or just talking. There was no Amazon, no binge watching, no next day shipping. If something broke, you fixed it. If you wanted fun, you made it yourself. Most importantly, people were careful with money, time, and stuff. We weren't trying to live in the past, but we believed the past had something valuable to teach us, especially now, when everything moves too fast and costs too much. So, we set the clock back to 1943. And here's the wild part. During World War II, over 20 million Americans planted victory gardens, growing 40% of the country's vegetables right in their backyards. The British government even released public cooking guides showing families how to make a week's worth of meals with 1 egg. Wartime homemakers became experts at make, do, and mend, repairing, patching, and reusing everything from clothes to curtains. They weren't just surviving, they were innovating with what little they had. And we started to wonder, if they could do all that with rations, what could we do with less? The first day felt strange. We unplugged the Wi-Fi,
Turned off the smart TV.
hid our smartphones in a drawer. For the first time in years, the house was quiet. We set one rule. If it didn't exist in 1943, we wouldn't use it. That meant no food delivery, no online shopping, no social media. Just home cooking, walking, reading, and talking. We made a list of 1940s style habits. Cook every meal at home. No eating out or ordering in. Bike or walk everywhere. No new clothes. Only mend what we had. Entertainment equals books, board games, or music from the radio. Track every penny spent, like a ration book. At first, it was hard. We missed our phones the most. Not for texting, but for the easy distractions. Scrolling was our go-to boredom cure. Now, we had to face the silence.
Cooking took time.
Bread didn't magically toast itself. We had to plan meals, soak beans, and prep everything from scratch. But after a few days, we noticed something. Our minds felt calmer. Evenings were the biggest surprise. Without screens, we actually talked more. We played cards. We read out loud. We even started writing letters to friends, real ones, with stamps. We weren't just saving money, we were slowing down. And in a world that never stops, that felt like something big. This wasn't just a money challenge anymore. It was becoming a lifestyle. Before we get into the exact numbers and how this experiment ended up saving us over $5,500, I'd highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel if you love real-life money experiments, frugal living ideas, and smart ways to save without feeling deprived. And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who's trying to cut costs and take control of their finances. It really helps the channel grow. At the end of the month, we sat down and looked at the numbers. What we found shocked us. We had saved over $5,500 in just 6 weeks.
Here's how.
First, we stopped eating out completely. No restaurants, no delivery, no coffee runs. We cooked everything at home using cheap, simple ingredients like rice, potatoes, beans, and homemade bread. We even made our own snacks. That alone saved us about $750. Next, we canceled all our digital subscriptions. No Netflix, no Spotify, no monthly apps. That saved another $150. We used 1 tank of gas for the entire month. We biked, walked, or stayed home. Compared to our usual gas and Uber costs, we saved around $300. No shopping, no online orders, no impulse buys, and no new clothes. We repaired old items instead. That saved us another $250. By lowering our power usage, fewer gadgets, no streaming, and lights off when not needed, our energy bill dropped by over $100. We also spent far less on entertainment. No concerts, movies, or weekend trips. We found joy in free things, library books, playing cards, old records. That saved us around $250. Cutting out random spending like takeout, gadgets, and treat-yourself moments saved us over $1,200. We even tracked tiny things like saving food scraps for broth or reusing paper. It all added up. When we added everything together, we were shocked. Total savings, $5,570. It didn't come from working harder. It came from doing less, spending less, buying less, and needing less. And we didn't feel deprived. We felt free. The biggest surprise wasn't the money we saved. It was how calm we started to feel. Without constant notifications or social media noise, our minds felt quieter. We slept better. We felt present. No more doom scrolling while eating or stressing over comparison posts. Cooking together became a rhythm. Reading books gave us peace. Writing a letter to a friend felt like a gift. For the first time in years, we weren't rushing. And in that stillness, we felt mentally lighter, as if we decluttered our minds along with our budget. What modern life gets wrong? Modern life is fast, loud, and always pushing us to want more. We're told to upgrade everything: our phones, our clothes, our homes. Even when nothing is broken, we buy things to feel better, but the feeling fades quickly. Then we buy more. It's a cycle that leaves us tired, broke, and still not happy. We've traded quiet for constant noise, time for convenience, peace for pressure. But the truth is, most of what we think we need, we don't. Living like it was the 1940s showed us that. Back then, people used less, but appreciated more. They didn't have endless choices, so they made the most of what they had. Modern life gives us comfort, but it also brings clutter. The past reminded us that less isn't a loss, it's freedom. You don't have to fully live like it's the 1940s to save money and feel better. Small changes can make a big difference. Here are some simple ways to start. Cook more at home. Try just 1 extra home-cooked meal a day. It adds up fast. Have a no-spend day once a week. No shopping, no online orders. Just use what you already have. Fix something instead of replacing it. A needle and thread can save $50 on new clothes. Use cash for small purchases. It makes you more aware of your spending. Take 1 weekend off screens. No streaming, no scrolling, just rest, walk, read, or talk. Start a swap group. Trade books, clothes, or tools with friends instead of buying new. Track your spending. Even just for 1 week, it's eye-opening. You don't need to live in the past, but borrowing ideas from it can help you take back control of your money, your time, and your peace of mind. At first, we thought this would be just a fun challenge, but it became so much more. We didn't just save money, we changed how we live. We're more mindful now. We buy less, stress less, and connect more. We brought back some modern things like our phones and streaming, but we use them differently, more carefully, less often. Most days, we still cook from scratch. We go on walks.
We talk more.
We spend less and feel richer. Living like it was the 1940s helped us see what really matters. Sometimes, slowing down is the smartest move forward. Now, if you want to learn more about achieving financial success, then watch this video next.